Fans, how you doing? Well, the reason why I didn't come on Friday is because I haven't done anything. I can't tell you what I'm doing, but I can tell you this. Still, I did a site-to-site survey on what's going on now without the mesh hooked up. Yeah. So I disconnect the mesh completely and everything, even the APA 325. So now that we have T-Mobile has a new a G5AR. So that I don't really care about the antenna leads. I know it has it inside, and you can connect leads if you want to go that route. But the hardware is going to keep you from doing anything else and messing around and forcing the device to use 5G instead of using whatever it's going to use. Because sometimes those devices drop down to 4 or 4G LTE, which was terrible. I would hate to go back to that. What is it? You tired? Why don't you go to sleep? Are you awake? You know when cats go like that to you? That's how they're communicating with you, and that's how they like you too. Right? But see, me, I can talk to the cat. Anyway, to use I got the cable. This is Cat 8, but it's flat, right? This is 25 feet. This was supposed to. The way I was gonna do it, it was run this to that. I have joiners, Ethernet joiner, but see, I'm gonna have to have the same kind of setup I used to have here. What I had here was two of the I had two of the EA. I know it's so hard to remember. EA 225. It's EAP 225. Two of them. One for 2.4, and the other one was for 5. I didn't want to run 2.4 on the same 5. That was hooked up to an Xfinity. So when AT&T Fiber came in, the one that the manager that travels, holy cow! Because I had Enterprise Network here. I had TP-Link's business equipment in the house. Yeah. So and a mini rack too. Now, you know what? The smart way to do all of this is have everything in one cabinet. But some people say, well, gee, if you have everything in one cabinet, that's going to cause conflict. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I need the fiber for the fiber is faster. The T-Mobile's for backup and taking care of like color laser printers, monochrome laser printers, robots running around the floor. That's 2.4. I do not want to mix both. There's no way you can convince me. I've been doing this since 5G. Like when it's splitting. We used to use those Buffalo 5G, 802.11g, which was it had a whole bunch of those too. And then we went to TP-Link and they had a white one. I forget the model number, but those are more home. Okay, so this is hard. I had me and chat was discussing which one to buy. I want this now. I could have waited. I don't know if it would have come Sunday. There's another one. It's more from the business line, but they're both the same. This is newer. The business line one's older, I believe. They both have the exact same specs. One is white, one is black. But since the so many boxes. Since this is white, it look nice. Nobody's gonna really care if it's black or white. But this is big. I thought it was gonna be tiny. The other one was what did I do with that? For the EAP 225 was like this. That's how small it is. Look how big this box is. Holy cow! It's gigantic. This came quick. This came. It came Friday. Like they did say. Amazon's fixed up their speed. I also got stuff from the Vine too. So they had something good for my camera. I didn't know the Vine was back up and running. I grabbed what I could. I try to get electronic stuff, but that's what everybody goes for, electronic stuff. I got this thing here. This thing, you know what this says? This has 6 to 7, all the way up to 13 finger size. I can never know what my finger size are. I was curious. I got this dark tarot cards. Well, tarot cards are for reading your future, your current. But it's actually, I did it wrong. Past, current, and then the future. It's 4 things. But these are dark, so I couldn't use them on my channel because unless I use it on my alchemy, I have an alchemy channel. I can use it on there and get away with it there. I couldn't get away with it on the other channel. No way. Anyway, my thing was hook everything up, run it out, but it won't work that way, the way I was going to do it. And that must be why the mesh doesn't work. The What's Up in the Attic is quad core. Don't know if the new one is quad core. It's made by the same company that make the mesh. I can't pronounce. So I had to do a lot of digging to find that out. Let me see if I can get Mr. What's his name? I've already talked to him on the tech side and talked to him on the other channels because I try to keep it separate. You know, when I talk to chat, you know, on the phone, back and forth. He's been making a lot of mistakes. I can't believe they want you to spend $240 a year just to communicate with it. I'm not doing it. I mean, I've helped. When you do it now, you're helping them with it. You're beta testing. It's a beta test. It's a work in progress. I don't understand how it would work. Let me see some. T4AR. It's QC. I don't know how much RAM is in there. And what is the G5? I don't feel like looking it up. Just to get this information, is it the same except for the modem and Wi-Fi 7. Even though there's Wi-Fi 7 in the new one, because the old one, the Wi-Fi 6, they only went up to 80 hertz. They didn't go to 160 hertz to take advantage of 2402. Because I looked and it came up at 2101. That's on the G4AR, which is a quad core. So if everything's quad core, why would you slow down and use an access point that is not quad core? This is quad core. Okay, this is not too bad. They have a top of the line one too. They have one that does 10G. Up to 10G, yeah. But I don't have anything using that kind of system. You know, it costs a lot of money. You know, I would have to buy another one of these and another one injector, because unless I buy a POP plus switch, okay, or with the power, the power of these. But I'd have to split them up. Now, say I went to a house where you had a first floor and an upstairs. Well, upstairs you would put the fiber and the other one, so it can cover the whole. So that device can cover the whole floor. Because remember, there's a radius. Then downstairs you would put the access points. There's the only way it's going to work properly. Either run the wire out the window down into the slots where you want to drill. You know, that's one way of doing it. Another way, I used to do it from a basement point of view. I built a network closet. I have pictures of that, and I ran the network up from the basement, which we had a family room down there. Then one went up to my office. Okay, that's one access point. That's 802.11n. We went from 802. We went to G, then went to N, and then up. That had 3 antennas. So, and then there was one on the first floor. And then, see, I consider the basement 1, 2, 3. Then one upstairs. upstairs. Where was that one? I put that in with the dogs. Dogs had their own room in the end, and that's how up there was. Man, as I managed it, I got three of those. They were, I forget how much I paid. Then there was switches and everything ran down. I didn't have time to drill holes in the wall, so I threw it out the window. And when I was living was like bad weather, very cold, heavy snow blizzards and like that. But the Ethernet cable, I looked at the satellite. I didn't see the cables in the house, the new owners of that house. So I have them there. But anyway, what I'm saying is this. Here, I can just run the access points. Either put them on the ceiling, put them on the wall, or put them on tripods. Tripod, like 5 feet up or 10 feet up. Shoot, I got something there. I can actually put it on. It's for the hospital. You put IVs on it. It can go up 8. It goes up to 9 feet, more than 9 feet. That's kind of crazy, but you can collapse it down. You can put it up there and just push it up. It looks nice. It has wheels. It'll stay nice and neat. It looks better than having the tripod. You would have the access point this facing this way. You can face it like a dome. This is how you upside down. You go like that, but you can go like that, so the signal could branch out. That's why you would have it up there. On a tripod, you could tilt it and have it. You can get one of those Starlink tripods. I see a lot of those on the Amazon. Okay, let's see. Chat on my tech page. It's a Quantum SK62 Snapdragon X62 5G modem. I thought I had the other modem in there, the Militech. I wonder if you got that right. I said QC and it's a Quantum. That's what QC. I thought it was the other brand. I gotta look that up. Sub 6 gigahertz limited MMM wave. Sub 6 gigahertz MMM wave better carrier aggressive. Wi-Fi version is Wi-Fi 6 AX 4200 class. Really? 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. The other one is a BE 6500. Really? Class. Tri-band and dual band, depending on the variant. Ethernet ports. Is he smoking? What's he talking about? How that could be? I'd have to look this up. Can't really go by. He could have made a mistake. Oh boy, it's Miss. Okay. I'm saying arcade. Is it Arcadian? Is it Meritech? Meritech? Or Meribeck? I don't know. Did he get he got the modem wrong? It makes no sense paying for this thing. I don't see the point. I don't see it. I don't see the point in this. I don't see. And what people talk about this stuff online, I've been doing the internet for a long time. Cell back from the 90s when it first, it was available. That was prepaid. Then went to little Ericssons, little tiny ones. You go, hey, what are you doing? And then they go, yeah, I'm okay. Little walkie-talkie ones. That was pretty cool. Only problem with those, they always overheated. Meritech supplies a model modules using the arcade built units, not quantum per your node. I never said quantum. He thought QC equals quad core. You should be hip. Perfect catch. You're right. Absolutely right. In the context QC for quantum core. Yeah, not quantum core. See, that's what I mean. And they want you. This company wants you to pay for this. I can't. I can't. I'm not. I can't. I don't see the point. It's a work in progress, and they're always going to be working on it because you see the mistake that it made. It should have said, no, it's a Meritech core, quantum core. Meritech's new generation of quantum core or higher, likely an ARM design. 5G sub 6. He says it's BE 5000 plus. Oh, why is he getting? He's at the ports at 2.5. No, I don't think that's right. He thinks that the other one, the G5, is a 2.2 gigahertz quad core or hexacore. Hexacore is 6 cores. Octa-core is 8 cores. It should be an octa-core. I don't understand. But remember, the way the cores are related, a regular CPU, is bigger. But this is octa-core. The one I had before was octa-core. Searching. Good catch. You're absolutely right. See, I told you. I know what the ports are. You know what the ports are. You have it in the house. Where's it getting the information from? Is it guessing? I caught Gemini guessing. I said, well, how do you determine that? Because I told her something that is not a variable. I know it in my head. Okay? It's ancient Atlantean words. I can say them. Don't ask me how I can say it. I say it. So she can interpret it. He can. I talked into the microphone. It printed it out. And I got a response that way. So if I say it right, the right tones, they should be able to pick it up. They do. Yeah. So how do you know if that's accurate? Yeah, it's the closest thing we can get. Here's 2 gig LAN ports. That's right. The manual, it's 2 gig J ports. Yeah, the newer one, spec page, does not clearly list the higher ports. No, it's 1 gig. How can it be higher? Like I say, they don't want you to know nothing. You're supposed to be, don't you want to know what you're using? Or you don't care? The T-Mobile, it's like, well, I don't want to say idiot proof. Well, that's pretty much what it is. We also used to call the lights in the car. They call them idiot lights because it just showed one thing, the light and check engine. It doesn't tell you what the problem is. It'd be better if it told you, but the only way to do that in the car, you have to plug in a module that plugs into the OB2 and then look at it on a Bluetooth device. You can get these things off of Amazon and it'll tell you what's wrong. Oh, check engine, bad module. Which module? Then when it tells you the module, how much is the module? And you have to estimate the price. Then you go to the dealer and you get the part, but you don't want a dealer because the dealer's expensive. I have this on backwards. Okay. You like this? It's nice, isn't it? It's football jersey. The only problem is that I ordered another one and I canceled the order. Not me. But it's comfortable. Yeah. I got a sweater. Cardigan sweater. I gotta test it out. And then something else came. What they do is they're sticking the items in one package. But I didn't know. Like this one here, there was something else in the package. They put a Vine order with a regular order. That's crazy. I didn't know they could do that. But I guess they had to do what they had to do. I was like, hey, why are we sending him? He ordered a regular order. Why are we putting it in a separate container and mailing it at the same time? That's redundant. We should just do it. Like, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. It doesn't make no sense, but that's what they're doing. You see, these go into type 3 for the type C. So if your car, say you have a new car, and it didn't come with type C, you can plug this in type 3. You know, say I don't have type 3 and want another type C. You just plug this into the slot and you can use that in your car. So that's when these when these people on YouTube talk about the car, and then and they all have the same car. Like now it's LG 5. Is it LG G5 or Q5, whatever it is? They all have the same set. Where they get it all at the same time? That means LG's outlawing all these sets to all these. Well, it's different, John. The reason why they do that is because you might have 100,000 people subscribers. You might have 1 million subscribers. So you're advertising for them because you're showing off the product. And they say, hey, what do I want that? So it's, they don't have to do a commercial because nobody's really watching local TV like they used to. So yeah, that's what I estimate that. And the cars, I guess the same way too, because one of them can have the car and they test it out. The vehicles that I like them to test out, they don't test out. I want them to test. I don't care about off-roading. I'm not gonna take my vehicle off the road and just go cruising up the mountain and playing around in the mud, unless you're gonna do that. Unless you live in an environment like that, then you would do that. But most people just drive it around. You can't even drive fast. Here you can't even play your music loud. Boom, 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 like that, and vibrate it like that with the subwoofer. You can't do it, Some vehicles have so much wattage that a whole vehicle would vibrate like that when they drive. So they pass a law. If they do that, you can go to jail. And, yeah, so nobody does it anymore. You can play your music, but not that loud. Not so loud that it causes a disturbance. It's amazing, but anyway, here. Here, you're allowed to drive with green light underneath the vehicle. I don't know if you ever seen that. Or put that LED light on your air pressure gauge, and the wheel turn color. Pretty neat, green in the wheel, driving down the highway at night. Unless you're driving, who's gonna see? I don't know if anybody cares about stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, so we already know that the LAN ports are the same gig, which was kind of sad because the Wi-Fi 6 could have done 2400. So the new Wi-Fi, this one goes up to 6 goes up to 2976, and 7 goes up to 5000. It's about a little over a gig. Then the 10,000, they got the 10,000 one. The 10,000 one and this would cost like almost $200. That's a lot of money, though. I don't know if I need it. I don't really have, I don't have no devices that can take advantage of the Wi-Fi 7 yet. TV, smart TV. Most smart TV, the new ones, are the Wi-Fi 6. Maybe by next year, 2026, they would have it. I don't know yet because, I can't wait. I thought by this time we had transparent TV, transparent monitor, more talk to the system, and it responds. Even if Windows and the other companies do it, it's still gonna be a work in progress. It's still buggy. Oh, you know what happened here? I didn't check the I thought I could do a live stream. Like I could get to I do a lot of videos and do a lot of live streams and do a lot of stuff. So when I do it, we'll do it. We'll try to do one. We were supposed to do one yesterday, but it's getting out of control. Oh, what am I looking for? Oh, okay. I need to close that out. Well, you could buy a modem. If you want to swap the T-Mobile stuff out and you want to do it yourself, you can buy routers and which are both cellular and that. The only problem with buying that, they're expensive. They're very expensive, and by by going that route, you have to worry about. Oh, let me see something here. Is this new? Let me see something. Look. Oh, I can get this. What is this? Rounding mat for the bed. Enjoy grounding effect indoor bed sleep pain. Stress relief mat comes with grounding cord. Huh. No. The test pen is only used to test. Oh, I see what this is. This is crazy. I don't want something like that in the bed. It's only on the bottom. Yeah, I have to get it for. Oh, Queen 60 by 27. What size is that? Is that king? This is a grounding mat. Never heard of such a thing. I heard it was for the floor, but gee, why would you want that? 11 people have it already? Are they from Divine? Let's see. I'm not getting that. I wouldn't get that. You have to plug it into AC current. Electric current. No way. Men's what? So for this, I create my own links. Let's click on it. Instead of me searching. I have to create my own links. What's this? Fall candle. I look for things for men. I don't see. I could have had a cowboy hat. The electronics is what I want. It's hard to find the things you want. I have this already. When you work in the warehouse, you have to wear a special brace. Those socks again. You know what? I would like to get a nice drum set. I had one in here. I ordered it. I went to pick it up at Walmart. It fell apart. I banged on it too long. Well, it's pretty good. You get up in the morning and you just use it. It was fun when it lasted. There's some videos on me on my not comedy, sorry, my music channel has it. Yeah. I didn't realize it was different sizes. Oh, you got tear-away post-surgery boxers, really? That music wouldn't last. Why would you want that flag? Anyway, let me see something here. Oh, that's for the car. Shoot. It's always in the car. What's this? Upgradable auxiliary car, Bluetooth car adapter for the car, 2-in-1 Blue. The receiver and the transmitter displays hands-free wireless audio. Oh, I see. That's for the car. It's only for the car, really. Oh, it says for the TV and desktop. Oh. Headphones, laptop. Man, it looks too cheap. I don't want to take a chance on that. Anyway. Yeah. So, getting this off. Catch up. So, for now, I did a site here on this here. This, I guess the person that made the Wi-Fi out. On this I have OMADA. I have Wise. I have Open Signal, and I have Wi-Fi analyzer. So you want a negative 40 dBm, decibel per decibel. Yeah, see, right here, I'm getting, that's what the fiber is getting. Well, the fiber is right in here with me, right? It's two fibers, but I disabled the second one. I don't know why it's there. Then for the T-Mobile, the main one is showing negative 50, below negative 50. And I'm right here. And it's up there, up in the attic there. The other one, the 2.4, is showing like a negative 45. That's a problem. Now you say, well, gee, why don't you use the access point? I'd like to know that mesh access point, right? What's inside of it? What processor is it? Is it dual core? Is it single core? Did it put quad core in there? Because it's supposed to, when I connect to it, the speeds are very slow, very low. They're not the same speeds that you get out of the main unit. Crazy. Let me see if I can find him. Where is he at? I want to know what's. He said he found some public record. It has a CPU. Oh, it's dual core. Ooh, 800 megahertz. Ooh, that's like 802.11. 800 megahertz. So that's particular model is dual core, not quad core. So the mesh is what? I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see if he got that information. I don't know where he's getting the information. It's like, oof. Let's see if that's the same thing we're talking about here. Oh, mesh extender. It's black. They have one in black. Huh. But who makes it? Okay. 2020 mesh extender. Huh. Looks just like the one I have, but this one's in black. Sigtel makes it. Oh. Why does it doesn't open up? What's going on here? FCC ID repeater. Oh, but that's right, that down. Let me see something here. Yeah. Yeah, but one we got has 2 ports. How we know this is not the same company? This is a different company. I mean, it looks similar, but it says Acadia company. Oh, external photo, internal photos. So the FCC IDIO, they have. Gee whiz. You can't pull up the information. It's like it's stuck. I have to to get a new computer. This computer's, it's gonna, one day it's not gonna turn on. I have a funny feeling. Where's the pictures? Okay. This has a breakdown. I can't find the one. Oh, T-Mobile Wi-Fi extender. Here it is. CPU is a Meritech M27. It says it. I don't know what it looks like. T-Mobile Wi-Fi access point. It says it has a quad core, 64-bit, 1.6 RAM. That's what it says here. I don't know. Are we talking about the same one? Oh, I should have that in here. Let's see what this is. This is FCC RX. That's it. So now we know what's in this. This is it. This is it. This is an access point. It has a Meritech MT7, and this is not what the chat GPT gave me. It gave me completely wrong information. Isn't that terrible? The CPU has an MT76 CPU type, ARM Cortex A53, 1.6 gigahertz, 4 core, 64-bit. That's what's inside here. Flash is 128. Oh, the RAM is only 512. Ooh, 512 RAM. This is no better than what I had before. 1 gig LAN. Listen to this. 802.11.ax can go up to 1,148 megabytes. The N is 600. Wi-Fi is 2.4. The 5 gigahertz, the 802.11ax goes up to 20. It's supposed to go up to 2,402 megabytes. But I never see it go up that high. That's what this is. So this is a quad core. T-Mobile Wi-Fi access point. This is it. This is what I want to know. I want to know what's inside this. This is the thing. I'm going to send this to, what's his name? What account is this? Okay. Wrong info again. What's wrong? What's wrong? I had to dig out on my own. Control V. I sent it to him. Hopefully he can update it, and next time somebody. Nice, nailed it. Thanks for dumping the Wi-Fi specs. I was wrong earlier. I appreciate you pulling the exact detail. He was wrong Well, she was wrong. It's a she, not a he. They make it. It's a she. Okay, like I said, if a man is making a robot, you're gonna build a woman. I know it's not Frankenstein monster stuff, but that's the point. See, this is the T-Mobile. I have the information in the back of here, like so it matches that. They're two land ports, so this is so the mesh would have to have the same features. Yeah, but he said, what did he say? Yeah, but let me see if I can find the information. But this information is it's going to be old now because what's happened is they got new technology out. Let's see something. What else is on that list? I'm not a bot. I'm making sure you're not a bot. Crazy. I'm trying to find out information. Yeah, let me look like this. I want to see something. It's Control C. So Control F. You type in G4AR. See if that's on here. ARCAD. Where is it? Oh, it's oh, I see. Well, I was wondering if they have any pictures and exactly what we. I don't see it. I want to make sure he's right because why the pen RCADYN G4AR specs. Yeah, this is not the information I'm looking for. Well, anyway, what is that? All right, at least we know it's quad core. So you want an access point and you want a quad core. You don't want dual core. You know, then you wouldn't have the same performance. Yeah, so like that. But that's not the problem. The problem is some of us have higher speeds. Some of us have lower speeds. You know, you live in different environments. Cell phone in certain places is better than the other place. That's how it is. Here it's better. That's why you didn't see it before when I did that video. The video showed, and there's another video showing full speed, so it's capable of getting higher speeds. But what I'm saying is, phone is gonna be different. There's 5G UC ultra capacity. Okay, so now they got a motor. I want that. I want that motor. So we'll be getting that. We are VIP magenta, so we should no problem getting it. It's got to reconfigure it and put it back up, put up in the attic where the other one is. I don't care about the antenna thing. I mean, you can always tap into that. I would do it a different way than they do it. If it's based on wires only to bring in the signal, you know, it might be another way of doing it. If I know more about the other company that sells the antennas, I can try to figure out a way to, you know. Yeah. But anyway, I used to make my own antenna set for the house. Figured out how to do it. Built it myself. Amplified myself. I don't do it anymore. Right now, I did build 2 antennas going north and south. It's hooked up into a J clamp, which splits the signal that goes into an amp, and it has another distributor amp. The distributor amp is in a box, looks like Xfinity, Comcast. Inside this distributor amp, and that's an 8-way, and it sends the same signal. That's power over coax, so it's POC, okay? Power over coax, that's how it works. Where you get the power from. Over coax plugs in. It's a module, I plug it in, boom. It's been running like that for a long time. It's outside, no problems. Except for now, the leads are coming off because like that. I built it myself. It's homemade out there. I took all the Xfinity cable stuff and I rewired it and did it myself. And I made the compression and did everything like that. I have all the equipment. I bought all that stuff. It's expensive, but you have to do what you do. I bought a big box of RJ6, I think it is. Make my own compression ends and rewire the place. Drill a hole. Get the drill bit that they use to come through masonry block. And you run the wire in, and you make the ends just like you would do with networking. You would terminate the ends. Have you ever terminate device? I found it. So you would terminate the connection. You clamp it with the wrench, the right wrench. There's a thing to clamp it on. You make your own plugs. I made my own Ethernet cable. It's pretty cool. You put that on your resume. You can make your own, but you don't want to do that because they expect you to make your own all the time. I mean, they make you go up in the attic and run up and down. You can hurt yourself. You have no insurance to protect you. So be careful. Because somebody's going to protect you. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to end up doing. I already know when we leave this area, this side of the house, signal is gonna drop. There's too much metal and aluminum in the walls from the air conditioning. Nobody built a house, so the house is like a tank. If you're buying a new house today, I didn't tell you this. I shouldn't tell you this, but you rent something like heavy duty, and go into the house and drive right through the house. If the house is made out of stick, you go right through it. If the house is made with concrete barrier, you wouldn't go through it. Well, yeah, that's another way. A stick house or a concrete house. A concrete house has the blocks around you. You're in a fort. Then you get the front door. It's like a metal door. Like you're barricading yourself. If I had my way, press a button, the ground opens up and the house goes down at least a couple of feet down, maybe 40 stories or whatever it is. And then the ground is like that. Put some grass on top. Hey, where's the house? There's an empty lot here. No, it's an empty lot. That's what I think. Listen, see, 512 for these devices. That then's gonna bog up. The quad core helps, but 512 is not enough. You need at least I don't know how much RAM in these things there. I think about the AG6. Oh, here it is. What does this thing show? See, they don't talk too much. All I'm talking about is the antenna. The thing with the 5G is, and before that was 3 and 2, you remember how it was. The signal has to bounce. So the signal is out like this. Everybody's on their phone. The signal drops. Like right now, if I switch to T-Mobile, let me see if I can switch. Um, see, the signal is not that great. Let me see my. Here it says it's okay. Here it says I don't know. It's weird when it comes to this. Let me see something. Oh, I can't do it on that. I'll have to switch. What is that? Speed. SpeedTech is Xfinity. Really? I don't have Xfinity anymore. Hmm. Okay. And this has got 294, but their speed doesn't work. What's the other company it's called? Speed. That's speed test. A lot of them use this. I don't like it. I never care. Stop for a moment. Oh, the security on T-Mobile popped up on the screen. I'm seeing 530 megabytes, 510, 540. Well, you got to figure it's going to be a gig, right? And gig is really 600. Let's see. Try this again. I don't need that. I don't know what that's there. Get rid of that crap. And get rid of that. Let me test a different browser. You'd have to clean the computer, completely clean out everything, get all the garbage gone. What? No, I'm not. I don't care about a session. Fast. Go to fast and run a fast test. Oh. That's right. Pause it. This is 1.2. Oh, it's not set properly. Oh, boy. I'm slow in this. What the heck? Oh my goodness, it's 7:49 in the morning. Holy cow. I'll be back After this, I'll be back. I'll do a couple things this weekend, and I'll be back. We'll talk again. Okay, so just letting you know. Gonna have to get the new T-Mobile router thing. Oh my. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what condition that thing is in. It went through heat and coldness. I don't know what's going on up there. I don't know. Anyway, see, somebody contact me here. What's going on here? Oh, he liked the video. I don't know, you guys, and girls, when we do live stream here, you all come out. That's good. That's good. That's the most part. A lot of you come out. A lot of you out there. That's good. Gotta hit that 1,000. We need like 400 and something of you, and get to full steam ahead. I can get things. Then I make more videos and then get out of the slump to go from 1,000 subs to 10,000 subs. It could be done. I've done it on the other 2 channels. It was a lot of work. And I don't even know if that method would work today. I don't know. But I have another thing up my sleeve. And I'm trying it on these channels. See if it works. There's nothing else I can do. It's tough. AI can't help you. AI can only submit. They can't. Remember, they only know one thing. They don't know the other thing. They only know one thing. See, like, you're ready. So I was able to find out what the access point is because you don't know. It doesn't say on the box. T-Mobile did it say 5G UC. That's it. It's a gateway, 5G gateway. That's all you. That's all you're supposed to know. You're not supposed to know nothing else. It'd be cool to know what was inside of it, what makes it tick, right? You're buying your computer, you're gonna buy a computer that you don't know what's in it. 1 gig of RAM, not enough. 2 gig of RAM, not enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 16 gig of RAM, no. 32, just barely. 64, 128, is that enough RAM? Put as much RAM as you can. You can. Well, it all depends on the software or the hardware. You know, remember that thing is buffering. Okay, if it has more RAM in it, it's gonna buffer properly. I should call up this company and ask them. I run a channel. We're curious. A lot of us have T-Mobile. We're curious what the heck is in them, in these gateways. What do you got? How much RAM is in there? We know it's a quad core. we know a lot more than we're supposed to know. I hope it's not just 512 of RAM. That's not enough. That would explain why it's so. It should be robust. I had a Google router. It had 13 amps, 13 antennas, a quad core, 1 gig of RAM. I got out of that 600 out of that. Yeah. But not all the time. It had a chart. It told me how it was performing. You see, it can drop down to 200. Go back up to 3, it fluctuates. So I'm just saying to get a good strong signal in the other part of the house so you can watch my stuff. I like to watch my Paramount with no ads. It comes with Showtime. No ads, but I don't watch the Showtime. I was watching this cowboy thing. He's in Wyoming. It's really good. I mean, it's really good. You have to get into it, because it has that suck, that kind of way. But I'm trying to watch new stuff. I like the Tuscan King. That's with Sylvester Stallone. That's pretty good. I like watching that. You really get into it. No ads. Oh wow, yeah. And we got Disney Plus. I got that for the girlfriend. I got that no ads. Then I added Hulu with no ads. But in 2026, they're gonna merge into one. So maybe the rate will go down. I don't know. I like Brit the Brit one. Uh, but I got it for 4. They raised it to 6. I got mad at them. I said, "What? This is too much money. Can't pay for this." Well, hope you come back. Yeah, right. MGM Plus would have um, from. I don't know when From starts. I'm waiting for the next set. From is when these people driving in the vehicle, they end up in a crossroad where there's a tree, and they drive and they can't get out. That they're stuck there, and weird stuff goes on. Let me see. When does the new season of MGM Plus? Because it used to be called Apex or whatever it's called. No, I think it was Epic. They keep changing the name. Or From Stocks. If you want me to do reviews and stuff of streaming services, I can. I have to go program my streaming service thing there. I gotta do some stuff. Everything. Oh, 2026. Oof. It got renewed. Better get renewed. Better keep renewing it. Don't stop it. Because we got nothing like this on that I like to watch. Every time they canceled the mermaid one with the girl that was the mermaid in the water, they canceled that one. They cancel everything. Stop canceling stuff. You know? And they should give us something like Voyager from Star Trek. You know? That kind of, that closeness, that kind of bond. You know, not overdo it like they do it now. It's like, I know it's different writers or back then. Well, let the AI do it. They should call it Star Trek AI. And the AI would just produce enough episodes for us to watch in high resolution. Yeah, From is good. Silo's all right. It's kind of, it drags. I never watch strange things in this dark. Uh, but that's what's on that platform. Paramount has a lot of stuff. I do miss Peacock from Xfinity, um, but I never got to enjoy it when I want. We got Paramount Plus. We got Paramount. I mean, no, sorry, not Paramount. I did say Paramount. We got Paramount Premium, no ads. Also got Prime Video, no ads. Oh my goodness gracious, too much ads. You're watching everything, ad pop up. You're watching everything, ad pop up. You don't want to see too much ad. You know, not overdo it. You know, there must have done a way to do it, making the money like that. But anyway. Oh my goodness, we run over an hour. I could talk all day. Same thing with the live stream. It could run like, if I'm not tired, it could run long. But hey, do watch the whole video, okay? Tell your friends, family, and subscribe. Help. It does help. Okay, thank you very much. Thumbs up. Okay. All right, take care. All right.